Alright, y'all have been asking for an update on our raised beds, so we thought we would go through each bed and show you what we've done. It's been several months since our last video. We've been very busy trying to get my parents moved onto our property. So you'll see the garden needs weeded. There's a lot of stuff that needs done, but I'll go ahead and give you an update. So we planted carrots here and they're doing really well. In fact, I'll pull one up for you. Some of them could go a little bit longer, but let's see how they're doing. Oh yeah, nice big fat carrot. So we'll start harvesting those and then replanting them throughout the summer. We also planted basil right up here, and this has been very good. We've been harvesting this basil and using it on different dishes. And then we planted rosemary, but it hasn't really come in. And you'll notice in our last video that the soil was all the way to the top of the bed, and it has sunk about 5 inches. Just over time it's settled. We will start refilling this with compost as we replant some of these beds. So we've got basil here and then rosemary, and we'll plant some more herbs. Alright, so over in this bed we planted lettuce and we've started harvesting it, and you can see it's grown quite well. This one's probably going to bolt soon, so we'll probably harvest the whole plant. These two are still doing well, and we just break off leaves on the bottom of these and use the lettuce as needed. And then we've got broccoli plants here, some larger ones and then some smaller ones that we planted recently. Also in front of you, this is a flower garden that one of our daughters planted. She loves gladiolas, so they're doing quite well in this particular spot. All right, this is our third bed, and you can see in each one of these the soil has settled the same amount. We've got broccoli here, some larger plants, a few smaller plants there that we just planted this week or transplanted, and then lettuce that's just about done. And in the back we have Swiss chard, and it is growing like crazy. What I've been doing is just cutting this up and sauteing it with onions and then cooking eggs with our Swiss chard. So this is our last bed, and we planted soft-neck garlic. It is a little bit past ready to harvest. We could have harvested it earlier this week. So we're going to go ahead and do that now, and then we'll weed this bed, add some soil or compost, and then replant something else in this particular raised bed. And we'll show you how we cure our garlic. Alright, so we're going to harvest our garlic now, and I've got this compost sifter, and we're going to repurpose it today and use it as a drying rack for our garlic. So we'll go ahead and pull this garlic out and then put it on this drying rack. I'm just reaching down low, pulling up, and look, and then we'll gently kind of knock the dirt off, but we don't want to hit these cloves real hard because it'll bust them and they'll start to rot or get moldy. So you leave a lot of that dirt on until we get them completely dry. Okay, these are the last few, and some of them are pretty small, did not form really good bulbs. Then we've got some that did all right. Now, one of the things I didn't mention earlier is we ended up putting a little layer of soil on these other beds because with the wood chips that we used, it was just too coarse to really plant in. So we did a thin layer of soil and then planted inside of it. So what we'll do now is we'll take these up on the porch, lay them out a little bit better, and let them dry for a few weeks. So we brought the rack up here on the porch, and we want these to stay in the shade. So what we'll do is we'll knock a little bit more of this dirt off, but really we're just going to kind of space the bulbs around this rack so that they can dry out. We want them to dry out evenly and allow good airflow right here, so we'll just kind of space them so they're not layered on top of one another. Let the leaves kind of hang over the edge. So we'll just check on them every couple of days and see if there's some that need to be moved around so that there's better airflow, but this should work. And then once they dry out completely, we'll brush a lot of this dirt off and then we'll braid them together. Alright, so that's it for the raised bed update. We've got some other updates coming soon. We'll give you a tour of the whole garden. We'll also show you some of our fruit trees and our animals here on the farm. But hope you enjoyed this video, and just like and subscribe if you want to see more.